Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to teach you how to easily chop an onion. I learned this technique at a cooking class. It was a knife class, actually. Got my knife here. I learned it at a restaurant, or not a restaurant, a store called Sur la Table. It's French, or Sur la Table if you want to be really English. I learned this in a knife class. It made chopping onions so much easier, and so I want to share this technique with you, just to help you as it's helped me in the kitchen. So let's get started. So first, obviously, you need a cutting board, a knife. This is a chef knife. It's probably the most used for chopping onions, and it's nice to have your knife nice and sharp. Mine's a little dull right now, but I don't really have a sharpener, so we're gonna go with it. So the first thing you want to do is get all the excess skin you can off, just as the onion is. Kind of rip it off, and you throw it in the trash or set it to the side. Just all the easy skin to get off. Makes it a little nicer. Once you do that, you're gonna have your onion, and for reference, this is the stem, kind of where the skin kind of comes off, and then you have the root, which it actually looks like a root, so it should be easier to remember. Root, it's the root of the onion, and then the stem. And the first step you're gonna do is cut it straight down the center where it passes both through the stem and the root. Alright, now that we have our two halves, it's going to be easier now to peel off the rest of the skin that you don't want on your onion, and just go ahead and do that and throw out the trash. So the next step is where the anatomy of the onion becomes important. We're going to cut off the stem side but leave the root intact. They said in the class that cutting the root off is kind of what helps make you cry. So if you leave it on, it's easier not to cry, and the smells don't get to you and make you tear up. So we're going to cut off the stem and throw that away. So the next part of cutting an onion is probably the hardest part for me. This is where a sharp knife really comes in handy. You're going to cut the onion horizontally. So you have the flat part on, and you're gonna cut it across. And I usually you can go 2 or 3 times, but you're gonna go up. And make sure when you're doing this, don't cut all the way to the root, just kind of stop a little bit beforehand. Make sure you really grab onto the top. That way your onion doesn't slip and slide while you're cutting and hurt yourself. Alright, now that we have our horizontal cuts, now we're going to go straight down the onion. So you're going to cut from the root to where the stem was supposed to be. You're going to cut straight down. But obviously again, don't cut all the way. And this one, you can do as many cuts as you want just to get the whole area of the onion. And then the last part to cut your onion is just to go straight down and chop them, and that way you'll have nicely chopped pieces of onion to add to any recipe. And there you have your nicely chopped pile of onion. And then you just throw away the root part that is left, and you don't really need all this. And that was so simple. I don't feel like crying at all. Really keeping that root helps keep away the tears. And this method is super simple. So now you're ready to add it to any recipe that you need it for. Obviously, if you want to cut smaller pieces, just make your cuts closer together. If you want larger pieces, make them further apart. You just throw away the excess. There you have nicely chopped onion. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a nice thumbs up. Subscribe to follow along, and if you want any more tips or tricks, please comment down below with suggestions that you want to see. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.